What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Lex Thomas 21, aka Alex Thomas, here to give you guys a quick review for the very first Iron Man starring Robert Downey Jr., Terrence Howard, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jeff Bridges. This is the very first film that launched the very successful MCU that we have today. And I'm also going to be reviewing every Marvel film leading up to Avengers 2. Avengers 2 review will be coming up either the night it comes out or the next day. But here you guys, I'm going to give you guys a quick review for the very first Iron Man, my quick thoughts and what I thought about it. And till this day, I still love it. When I very first saw the very first trailer for Iron Man, it amazed me. When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be continuation from the Spider-Man franchise. But knowing that they were made from the different studios, they weren't going to be connected. This is basically a whole new franchise starting. And I absolutely loved it. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man was perfect casting. I don't care what nobody say. Even if they replace the Iron Man, replace Robert Downey Jr., they're gonna have big shoes to fill. It's kind of like Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. It was perfect casting. He embodied the role of Tony Stark. Now, when you see Tony Stark, even in the cartoons, you think of Robert Downey Jr. Now, this was basically the comeback role for Robert Downey Jr. I think if he would have never picked this role, we wouldn't know who he was today. And I think he made an excellent choice of picking this character. Now, let's get into the Iron Man character himself. Iron Man wasn't a main Marvel character. Spider-Man was always the main Marvel character, if you think about it. Spider-Man is the most-known person. But I think Robert Downey Jr. is the reason why Iron Man is the big success that he is, because of how he embodied the role, how he really brought a lot of himself into the role. That's why he's most believable as Tony Stark, because it's mostly himself playing the role. And that's the one thing I loved about it. That's the one thing I loved about him playing a role, is that he's basically being himself. And that's basically, if you love a role and you know you can embody it, just be yourself and you can make it your own. And basically that's what he did. You see a lot of the cartoons embodying the role from his character, Tony Stark, and putting in their cartoons. That's what I love about it. Now, getting into the supporting cast, Terrence Howard was great. Gwyneth Paltrow was great. Jeff Bridges was great. Everyone else in the film was great. Even the director, Jon Favreau, as Happy, his driver, was excellent. Even though he wasn't in a lot of the film, he was good in it too. Getting into the plot. The plot, is basically Tony Stark gets captured from the terrorist, and he's threatened to build a missile. He's tried to escape. He builds his own Iron Man suit, and he escapes. So after that whole situation happens, he embodies the role where he doesn't want to make weapons. He want to protect the people, but not do it in the kind of way where he saw the people getting killed from his own weapons. So what he do is he builds his own Iron Man suit, and he basically he builds an Iron Man suit. That's basically the story of the plot. He really the most thing that's more important is his heart. He doesn't have a heart anymore. He has more of a artificial heart. That's what the main thing of the story is, that he builds his own artificial heart to keep him alive. And that's what really thrives in the movie, is that he everyone wants the piece of that technology. Even like Jeff Bridges' character, he wants the piece of that technology because he knows it can help him out, because he wants to build his own Iron Man suit. Let's get into the villain. Jeff Bridges, you can tell he was the villain even before seeing the movie. He's the bad guy. Even if you knew nothing about the movie, when you look at him, that's the bad guy. That's kind of what I didn't like. Most of the Marvel films, you're going to see my other reviews, the Marvel villains aren't up to par like DC villains. I mean, they're nothing compared to the Joker, Bane, nothing like that. That's probably the only gripes I really have of the film. Everything else was perfect. I mean, it seemed like it was a nice, well plot. Not a lot of action sequences. Actually, the last action sequence was okay. But it really wasn't about that. It was mostly about the character developments, the story, and the plot. That's the one thing that thrives a film. That's the one thing that's most important to me. So if what I rated a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's not that perfect, but it's pretty good. That's when the first starting of the MCU. It's an amazing film. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think what really connected me for this movie, why I love Iron Man is one of my favorite Marvel characters now, is that because he compared a lot to Batman. Batman is my favorite superhero of all time. And he's a lot like Batman. He's a billionaire. He's smart, and he builds his own. He built his own suit. He basically doesn't have no powers. He compares a lot to Batman. That's probably why I like the Iron Man character as much as I did. So, like I said, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Check it out. if you're going to see Avengers 2, I would advise you to watch all these movies before we're going to see Avengers 2, so you know what's happening. I think it's stupid to go see the newest Avengers movie. Even watching the very first Avenger, you should watch all these movies leading up to it. It's just the experience to go see them, just to watch them. So my review for Iron Man 2 probably come up later today or tomorrow. I gotta start getting these reviews out because Age of Ultron is like 2 weeks away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and please subscribe. And check out my channel, my brother Rogue Gamers, aka Marquise Thomas channel, and Darius Haynes, aka Prince Assassin. Their links will be in description below. And I'm out on this one, you guys. Peace.